Well, if you've been paying attention to the Cubs this postseason, odds are that you've seen a familiar face.
News 18's Cameron Harden joins us now with an in-depth look at former McCutcheon standout Clayton Richard and his playoff role. Cameron.
Yeah, hey, Jeff and Gina, the Cubs are on a roll right now, and Clayton Richard has played a major part in that. I was able to sit down with Sheriff Barry Richard, who last night played the role of a proud father and experienced a moment he will cherish forever.
What if I told you, no more than a few months ago, this moment would have seemed impossible for the Richard family? To fully appreciate Clayton Richard's moment last night, you must first know what he's been through.
It was a very sports-oriented background, a childhood where I always enjoyed sports myself and coached his youth leagues.
While at McCutcheon High School, Clayton Richard was named Mr. Football and Baseball, but his father, Sheriff Barry Richard, believes his success goes well beyond his athletic ability. I
could see the calmness, the ability just to be very poised and confident in what his abilities were, and you know, being the valedictorian of the class, he was very well mentally into the game and understood the game very well.
Clayton's future over the offseason was anything but certain. With 4 surgeries during his professional career and bouncing back and forth from the minors to the big leagues, Sheriff Richard said it was stressful.
It's a little anxiousness involved and unsure because you don't know, and the couple of surgeries he had were, you know, what you would consider to be significant.
But that didn't stop Clayton from believing in himself.
He was always 100% confident because, again, he would know better than anybody what his body really felt like and how he pushed himself in his rehab and conditioning. And he stuck to it daily. I mean, he would not go a day without doing his rehab work, and we're talking about for several hours.
Richard has more than 700 innings under his belt as a professional, and even 1 start for the White Sox in the 2008 postseason. But for the Sheriff, this is the cherry on top.
For him to be on the team that was my favorite team growing up is just remarkable. I think more so than seeing him on the mound, it's seeing the big scoreboard with his picture up there, and that's what makes you think it's so surreal that, you know, that is Clayton and he's competing for the best team in baseball.
Clayton has always said the Lafayette area has been a major support system for him, and he does his best to give back, whether it's spending his offseason with the Boys and Girls Club or at fundraisers. But the sheriff says it's a two-way street.
It's just unbelievable, the literally dozens of texts of people watching it. As soon as the strike 3 was called, so many people were texting saying, got him, good job, go Cubs, you know, can tell Clayton congratulations.
And for his son's future, well, he has a nice opinion about that.
You know, how could you want more than playing for the Chicago Cubs? You know, that's the way I look at it, and it's close to his home. He lives here in Lafayette, so that would be nice if, you know, after the World Series and we win that, then they'd be able to make some arrangements to keep him there next year.
And a swing and a miss. Clayton Richard strikes out Hayward to end the inning.
Now the Cubs' next game is this Saturday, where they will take on the winners of the Dodgers and Mets series. If the last few games are anything of a sign to come, Richard will surely be on the mound again. Cameron Harden, News 18.
Cameron, thanks. That still gives me chills from last night.
Yeah,
it's
and Sheriff Richard seems pretty certain about the outcome of the World Series, doesn't he?
That's right. Cubs all the way.
Yeah.